Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the critically acclaimed Pop the Trunk Podcast Hall of Fame. Here to bring you all with part two of the marathon legendary stream known as Cooked Under Pressure. A HOH endurance competition commentary. Here, hosted by your humble host, Dave Smith. They gotta call me Dave Chappelle Smith these days because I definitely, for 12 hours, had people rolling. I definitely had people laughing. But I'm happy you all have come on over to this stream. Thank you so much for notifying me of the 12-hour rule. There's certain things you don't even know even when you're on YouTube for a while. Mainly because I haven't had a stream that long, so I haven't been in that position. But this is why I'm so thankful to have the RBR community, because they truly do watch my six. And now we're back to watching feeds, ladies and gentlemen. Now, luckily, no one has dropped from this endurance comp since I've been away. Granted, it was only about 5 minutes, but what can you say? We do know, though, is Mecole still is ready to wash these people like Olay. We also know Blue Kim. She is motivated by the fact that Pooh Hunted is ready to expose her to that bear heat. Also, we have Cory, a guy who has completely ruined his game by lasting this long, all for a lady who has basically been treating him as the second-rate settlement for her game. You know, he is basically her fallback plan if things don't work out with Jag. And you have to have more self-respect, man. If she doesn't want you with Jag around, what makes you think she'll truly appreciate you when Jag is gone? At the end of the day, she sees you as a means to an end, and it's a dang shame that you can't see the true difference. But ladies and gentlemen, because this is part two, let's keep it a bean. It ain't right without the intro, so let's get down to the brass tacks here exclusively at Recency Bias Radio, where no one is safe from criticism.
I've been thinking, lately it's just me against the world. Round and round I'm caught up in this swirl, trying to dig and trying to burrow. Pressure turned this stone into a pearl. Lessons that I learned weren't always thorough, sugar-coated like a churl. Now I'm really out here on my own. Now my homies acting like I owe 'em, done extending out my arm. Made a lot of money from my poems, been around it, now they say I'm on.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're back once again for part two. I'm excited to be here with each and every one of you.
Hey, I had to go order. I think
And, these YouTube ads kick in during my stream. All right, there we go. Made a lot of money off my poems. Oh, my bad. I listened to my intro back for a second. I got excited. But ladies and gentlemen, we are here to discuss the rest of this endurance comp. We've seen 6 players come and go. We've seen 6 players say no mas. Roberto Duran. The hands of stone that it takes to keep your hand on that buzzer. Certain players in this competition, they just couldn't go any further. And now we have the 6 players left, half out, half in. I can create the argument 2 of the players in this remaining 6 have no business still being here. I can create the argument outside of Cameron himself, it makes absolutely 0 sense for certain players to be here still. Understand here, ladies and gentlemen, I believe, depending on how this HOH competition ends, we're going to see a massive difference in this competition moving forward. And I'm talking about the overall season. I think we're going to see a massive difference because I think this is truly the crossroads of this game. Because people are playing this specific HOH comp like this is the first HOH of jury or something. You literally have at least 2 more evictions before you even get close to jury, and there are players willing to risk their entire game 2 weeks away from it. That means y'all could end up being the last boot before jury because you wouldn't weigh out the pros and the cons, the risks. You wouldn't weigh them out correctly. And because you chose to do that, this truly is your fault. But let me go ahead and post this link on over to Twitter real quick. Or X. I forgot it has a new name now. It's X. Let me go ahead and post this real quick. For the people who might not know, we're now on part 2. HOH comp commentary. Oh yeah, you got to multitask out here in these streets. All right, there we go. And then, of course, Give them that hashtag, and we off to the races. Off to the races. All right. All right, we're good now, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so now we're moving. We're on to the next one, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm happy to be here with you all tonight because, listen, there was a moment where I told the feedsters. There's a moment where I told people watching this live stream, it gets to 4 a.m. and no one drops, I'm out. Then I was like, all right, if it gets to 5 a.m., no one drops, I'm out. But then all of a sudden, Bowie Jane drops, and the amount of morale boost I experienced was out of this world. You know, because I finally got some reinforcement to let me know, keep going. And now that we're here, I'm not going to leave you all until we're done and we're fully there. And that's why we're going to get to this destination together. We're going to get to this destination as a crew. We're going to get to this destination as a team. And there's no one else I'd rather be, of course, in this foxhole with other than you all. Now, to my knowledge, no one has dropped yet. I'm back to watching feeds. It's still as if people are in a standoff, for lack of a better other term. People are still trying to fight the inevitable a bit here. But see, I'm a big fan of, if Cameron is a sinking ship, allow him to sink on his own. Don't be the opposing ship that everyone else is starting to view as part of his fleet, because then that's how all of y'all are going to get sinked. And that's what I see right now. I see Jag about to unleash a buster call. I see Mimi about to unleash a buster call. I see Blue Kim about to unleash a buster call. If y'all are not careful here. And you must ask the question, if America was not still standing, would Cory still be there? I doubt it. Cory is in this moment where he refuses to show weakness, but in him choosing to refuse to see weakness, he's showing everyone his feelings for her are stronger than he's alluding to. He's also showing everyone that he feels like he owes America something more than everyone else. And I know that's where the Cory defenders are going to say, well, Dave, he's still in this competition because, hey, he's trying to guarantee safety for those players. That's BS, and we both know it. At the end of the day, Cory is having a peeing contest currently with a man dressed up in a chicken suit. Okay? He truly looks El Pollo Loco right now. All right? He looks crazy. And honestly, bro, I don't understand where the insecurities really stem from. Jag is nowhere near as well as insulated as you. You don't have to be the one to guarantee he doesn't win this HOH. You should be the one in this moment trying your best to appear at least weaker than Cameron. That way, if Cameron wins veto this week, you aren't the ideal backdoor option. As things stand, if you don't win this HOH, if Cameron doesn't win HOH, and if America doesn't win HOH, I think there's a strong argument to be had here. If Cameron finds his way off that block, you're cooked. And you could be cooked even if Cameron doesn't come off the block because Red failed before all of you did. And that's another wrinkle in this that could lead to you being completely cooked. So listen, I'm just a fan of this game who loves to see players playing well all the time. I know that's impossible in a season like this because everyone is Lionel type of messy. But with that said, you have to be risk averse. And the Cory we saw in the first few weeks were very risk averse. But now I'm starting to see he was only risk averse out of fear of Hisam. Now that Hisam's gone, he's taking a lot of chances. Now that Hisam's gone, he's spilling information he wouldn't spill before. And that truly showcases the fact that Cory played a lot of these black players. But now that he is showing his true cards by competing so hard in this comp, I can create the argument, now he has shown the card and made it obvious to the black players to the point where now even Jared has to agree he's a problem. And if Jared no longer fully trusts you, you no longer have the same level of defense team because only Izzy now is defending your actions. And if Mimi don't trust America, I doubt she trusts Cory. If she don't trust Cory or America, Mimi is literally competing to outlast y'all while you're just trying to outlast Jag. So what you're doing right now is not only are you confirming the fact that you all are in fact a showmance in the making because you're making emotional decisions, not logical ones. This happens to showmances. We've seen it with Kyle and Alyssa. We're now seeing it with Cory. Do I think Cory is as problematic as Kyle? No. But I'm just creating the parallel that once a guy gets the girl, he starts to forget who his friends were. How many times growing up, fellas, let me ask this question to you. I'm sure ladies, you can also attest to this more so with your lady friends, but I'm a guy, so I'm just going to speak from a guy's perspective. How many friends have you all known weren't really the ones that women choosed up on? Maybe he loses some weight. Maybe he gets in better shape. Maybe he gets a good job. Maybe he just gets a nice car in high school. All of a sudden, all of these girls who acted like he didn't exist, now they trying to holler. Now, sure, these girls could be using him for transportation because he has a car. They could be using him for his resources because he has a job. Or they could just genuinely like him. You never know. But it always looks bad upon the man in your circle when the minute he gets a girl, he changes on everyone around him. Because it tells all of the men around him that, oh, so you was only as loyal as you were to us because you didn't have no one. Now that you have someone, it's as if you don't rock with your brothers the same. Right now, that's what I feel about Cory. Say whatever you want about Jared. His relationship with Blue never altered the way he treated Cory. But Cory is allowing his relationship that's not even as strong as Blue's with Jared to alter his relationship already with Jared. No matter how you shake it, this is a huge misplay. You never want a whole bunch of people who are watching you through a cam when you can't see them to see how badly you want to stop a certain situation from happening. Especially if they deem the situation you're trying to stop not being one that harms them directly. Then it becomes, okay, if you're the friend of my enemy, you have to be my enemy. And if Jag is the enemy of my enemy, maybe he's better off being my friend. And see, that's what you're seeing now. You're seeing a role reversal. I think Jag is the one people are going to have more sympathy towards within the house. And I think Cory's going to be the one people are going to see. This is why you didn't allow the flip to flip back. You didn't allow the flip to flick back because you wanted Hisam gone so you and America go frolic in the flowers with Cameron, Red, and Bowie Jane. And this is why you suffered through that comp so long. You suffered through that comp for so long because you so badly wanted to earn the respect of those good old boys in Bowie, and you wanted to start a counter alliance immediately. But you wanted Jag gone before that. The problem is, in your pursuit to try to cut Jag out of power, you expose the fact that you've been in the middle this whole time, not on one side. Because America has never been on that side until recently. So for you to be doing all this solely for America, not solely for those other people who protected you from Hisam, by the way, it showcases a certain level of disconnect socially that Cory is really starting to be more reminiscent of Steve and Ian with. Because these were the misplays Steve and Ian made. The lack of emotional intelligence. Cory had some emotional intelligence, but now I'm starting to see, was it emotional intelligence or was it just him being a rat for Cirie so Cirie wouldn't look at him? Now that you are being a rat for others against Cirie, please believe Cirie has the information to essentially compromise you with those same people you're trying to impress now. Because remember, he volunteered the information about middlemen. Whether it's true or not, if it came out of Cory's mouth, how does Cory deny that when it's him versus Cirie? You think Cory gonna really have the balls to go one-on-one with her in a battle of wits to explain what was said in their conversation? Cory ain't gonna see that coming, but this is why, Izzy, it's incumbent upon you to turn on him too. Stop defending him because you don't think you have no other shot of making the end. If Cory's the one sabotaging your whole dang squad from within, why are you defending him? It doesn't make any sense, Izzy. If you're not going to win comps, at least be the one that calls out the people who tries to sabotage your group. And if you're not careful, Izzy, you keep defending Cory when it's becoming so abundantly obvious what he's doing, it's going to turn you into the new Cory after he gets exposed. You don't want that, do you? And listen, I know Izzy has the keys of mass destruction. She has the secret. She has so many infinity stones at her disposal. She is capable of truly throwing Jared and Cirie under that magic school bus herself. But here's the thing, Izzy. If you lose your credibility, people might view you as just being completely loony-toony when you do expose Jared and Cirie. And that's what you have to be mindful of, too. And see, that's the thing, Izzy. I get what you're feeling. And I'm not saying your feelings aren't valid. But what I'm saying is there are other ways to get to the end without relying on Cory. The problem is she despises Cameron, so she can't use him. right? Jag's already a massive target. She can't use him. She's trying to attach herself to another guy outside of Jarrett to help her win more comps. But that's the real disadvantage of having more women than men on a season like this, right? Because unless you take out 2 women in a row, really, women are always going to have an advantage from week to week as long as you alternate women, man, women, man, woman, man. Women are always going to have more players than men. You might be able to even it up for a week, but then when you take out another guy, it's back to being one more woman. So at the end of the day, Izzy, you're running out of guys you could work with because you were okay with backstabbing Hisam. I could create the argument Hisam was who you needed. Y'all had multiple connections, but you created the argument, oh, he tried to use LGBT to align with me. Oh, that was such a shallow way of trying to play strategically. Like, okay. Okay. And there's a lot of people in that community that don't like Izzy for saying that. They think that was kind of off code. So, at the end of the day, Izzy, I truly believe you should have never been okay with Hisam leaving for the same reasons you're defending Cory now. But you went along, you turned into a go-along, get-along gang member, and now you're starting to see all you have left is Cory now because Hisam is gone. And let's just be real, you severed those ties a little too deep to save him at that point. I'm talking about Hisam. You know, you worked so hard undercover in that have-not room to keep him off the scent. And then you tried to essentially blame him. I mean, you did treat him, though. I'm not going to lie. You roasted him in that episode last night. But still, though, like, even if she roasted him, even if she cooked him, a lot of the things she's saying about Hisam, they kind of apply to her, too, you know? She scrambles a lot. She plays both sides a lot. And her having that conversation with Cory is proof of her becoming the new Hisam as well. The only difference is she can't win a comp to save her life right now. And that's why she has to keep towing that line. But this is also why I think she needs to give up Cory, because Cory will give up her after this comp if he feels any different energy towards him. He will give you up in a heartbeat, Izzy. And what will happen if Cory gives you up before you give him up? Then it becomes a he say, she say battle. And listen, Izzy, you might have more benefit of the doubt because you're not the one competing in that HOH the way Cory is next to America. But if you wait until Cory says it first, it could compromise you completely because people are going to think, well, why are you only admitting to hearing this now because Cory said it first? You're going to have to answer that. The minute you answer that question, the minute you're going to look crazy. I just got an alert from FeedSpot saying house guests are waking up. Coach, they've been up. Like, FeedSpot, I don't know if you forgot what this past evening was, but half the players in the game, they've been awake this whole time. You know, and of course, Jared and Matt are talking game now. But this lets me know people in the house are starting to be woken up by production. And in my opinion, production, let them sleep. Why wake them up? Unless you want them to blow up Cory's spot. I don't know. I'm starting to think production. I'm starting to think they set up Cameron and them for a plot twist here. Because if you all watched the part 1 stream, I started to grow a bit frustrated with the same music they kept playing because it seemed to get Bowie Jane, it seemed to get Cameron, it seemed to get Red, it seemed to get them all amped up. It seemed to get them all excited. But I think production may have subconsciously actually hit them with a toxic from Pokemon, where they just slowly chipped away at their HP without them really understanding how it was happening. Because by them getting so amped up, they wasted so much unnecessary energy for the sake of appearing like they weren't in pain. But then when it came down to the time where everyone's in pain, they had more expenditure of lactic acid, more atrophy in their muscles, in their tissue, in their tendons. And this, of course, led to Bowie Jane losing it and taking her finger off the button. This would lead to Red falling asleep, slipping his hand off the button. And of course, Matt, I mean, let's just keep it real in these streets. Matt tried. He fought a valiant effort. But I think once Matt saw Red and Bowie Jane fall, I think he felt like, okay, 2 of them are down. Well, actually, Bowie Jane fell, then Matt fell, then Red fell. So maybe it was one of those things where as soon as Bowie Jane fell, Matt just felt like, all right, I can bail out now. At least now if I bail out, one more person might be more incentivized to bail out, and then all 3 of us can go in the house and get some sleep. That's at least my read on it from Matt. I could be completely wrong there, but that's my read on it. But yeah, I'm definitely looking at the comments right now, ladies and gentlemen. Part 2, we back. We back, coach. James says, this is awesome. You giving me the wrestling chant. This is awesome. This is awesome. I'm glad y'all here. Yeah, 12 hours. We in the building, coach. Moving on to the 13th now. Miles says he's been with me since 1:30 a.m. and been to work with an hour left. Woo, I done got y'all through some shifts, coach. That's love. Cory's out! Cory's out! Let's go! Let's go! I told you tweaked, Cory. I told you tweaked. You look goofy right now, Cory. You did all of this just to be 6th place, bro? Look at him. Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt right now. Oh, I did this all for America. Just for America to still see Jag as the one who lasts longer. You know you done messed up.
You're done. You're washed. It's over.
You're done, bro. You're absolutely done, bro. Bro, I can't believe you, bro. You could have been out in the last 3 before. Now you gotta sit there and wait for this final 5 to stare at each other for another hour more. Cory, you know you just played yourself, dog. You could have been in the HOH over Red, explaining why you took so long, smoothing stuff over. Now you gotta sit there and bake while Jared, Felicia, Cerie, and Izzy all think you ain't ish. On top of that, you got Matt in the cut, ingratiating himself to them too, like, oh, we in this together, coach. Understand, Matt don't want Cameron to win either. See, you gotta understand, Matt knows Cameron snitched on Reilly and that derailed her game too. See, Matt's on a warpath. Matt is on the Liam Neeson side of the game. Y'all think I'm playing around, huh? Listen, man, I told y'all he's Daredevil in part 1. This man is Daredevil. He's Matt Murdock, huh? And if you're not careful, coach, he's going to send you to the shadow realm with that walking stick. See, I'm trying to, man, he out here looking like the cheesemaker from Walking Dead. You feel a dig me, coach? Looking like Morgan, boy. What you thought this was? Huh? Huh? Meanwhile, Jared, he finessing all y'all like strands. You feel a dig me, coach? Huh? So I guess that would make Jag Sebastian Salazar. I don't know. I just feel like, I had to do it. But still, though, my point is, Reilly was Madison. But no, though, for real, though, my point is, though, nah, Cory, you went about this all wrong, my guy. Completely wrong. What are you thinking, bro? All of that for a drop of clout. And you didn't even get the credit. America looking at you like, this weak little dude. This is why I told Jag your final 2s. You know what I'm saying? America right now disappointed in you, dog. She disappointed in you. I would rather get a few hours of sleep and have a disappointed me than me sitting there in the corner, looking like Charlie Brown trying to wait to kick a football. You look crazy in these streets. Macaulay Culkin settings, Come on, man. You out here in a hotel looking at the room service cabinet, eating a whole bunch of chocolates. You look crazy out here in these streets, bro. Come on, man. Nah, bro. I'm sorry, bro. There's gonna be a whole bunch of people on the Cory Damage Control Committee, the CDCC. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a whole bunch of people on the Cory Damage Control Committee tomorrow, or later today, whichever way you want to look at it. Oh, and we're here for a live feeds update. Oh, guys, I know Cory completely choked. I know he made a fool of himself, but hey, but wait, here's more. Because he isn't Jared, it's all okay. Oh. Y'all know that's how it's going to be.
And I mean...
Y'all know how it's going to be.
Where's the lie?
But the question is, why does he just have to not be Jared and everything is absolved? No. Y'all said he was a much better player than Jared. If anything, he should be held accountable more, right? Come on now. Now's not the time to run, baby. We caught y'all lacking in these streets. I'm glad I started this part 2 at the right time, boy. Part 2 gonna be known as the Cory Roast Package. Understand here, Cory. You look crazy, dog. You literally had it all. You had an alliance willing to take you to Final 7 without you having to lift a finger. They were going to hand you the late game so you could allow your inner brainiac to take over. But then you thought to yourself, I would like a scenario where me and America make it there to Final 7. And possibly a scenario in which me, Izzy, and America all make Final 7. That sounds dope to me. How are we gonna make it there? Well, first things foremost, I need to prove to her I'll last longer in bed by lasting longer than Jag in this competition. You really convinced yourself just because America uses innuendo in her social game that somehow this comp was innuendo for your sex game? Dog, do you not realize how cringy you look right now, dog? You look cringy, bro. You look cringy and dingy. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Nah. See, the streets been waiting for somebody to hold Cory accountable. Bro, you simped yourself out this house, probably. I'm just being honest. Now, if you bounce back from this, I'm going to give you credit for it. But right now, bro, it's peak. Come on now. We talking about the same community that acted like Jared was throwing away his entire game for a girl. This is the same community that said Cory was a better player than Jared. So if he throws away his game for a girl, if we don't see the same amount of energy towards Cory, we gonna know what's up. This is why you should just shut up. See? People so quick to hate the brother, and the whole time you've walked yourself into a scenario where if you do not hold Cory accountable the same way for this, you are showing us all you are prejudiced. Boom. Was it worth it? Nah, man. No, they make this too easy for me. They make it too easy for me. You feel me? Because I can connect these dots. Don't worry. I can connect them, coach. Everything is not just a simple line segment. But I will connect them. And as soon as I connect them, that's when lemon booty sets in. Because people start knowing I'm going to travel closer to the sun than anyone else. And I'm going to see just how hot it can truly get. Because everyone wants to make it hot for every brother in the community. But what about when we make it hot for the people that's making it hot for the brothers? Then what? Let's see how they can handle that same energy, especially when we use their rhetoric against them. Keep in mind, this isn't rhetoric brothers use on the day-to-day. We're literally reacting to the terrain of the double standards that you all create. So that's why this is even funnier, right? A lot of people jumped out on a panhandle, talking a lot of big stuff. When I said America was overrated, oh, you just dislike her for some reason. Give her credit. I don't see anyone online saying she's playing a great game. How convenient. But then when I say there's no one online giving Jared any credit for playing a great game, people say, oh, there's plenty of people giving him credit online. I don't know what you're talking about. How convenient again. See, the truth is, every time you pinpoint something that is complete factual, people try to run for a straw man's argument to avoid that smoke. Well, now, coach, you're going to need a gas mask because you smoked yourself out. Huh? Let's just keep it real in these streets. You smoked yourself out. I didn't do it to you. You did it to yourself. Because once again, some people's need to jump out of the wagon on the brother has turned them into somebody now who, if they don't hold Cory accountable, has zero journalistic integrity. And I know what people are going to try to say, well, Jared has a mom in the house, and what he did was worse because of that context. Okay, interesting. Well, if that truly is your opinion on this, then how come when Jared opposes his mom on certain strategic thoughts, you never give Jared credit for opposing her? Cat got the tongue again. See, I'm just too on point. I'm way too on point. And this is years in the making. I told y'all before the season started, when the mental catch up to the physical, the MVP thing comes in and people go, uh-oh. Oh, no. Can't no one guard him 1v1. Please, boxing 1, 2-3 zone. Y'all's terrified. Y'all running defense like Syracuse out here. Because y'all know 1v1, I'm dropping 40 every time. And right now, I think this part 1 and part 2 is turning into my magnum opus. Because everything I said might happen is starting to. Everything I warned that Cory was in danger of doing, he's begun to do. Everything I said America was capable of doing and ruining all the games of the people near her, while Jarrett improves the games of people around him, was all true. Literally, I say these things because I trust what I see. These other people say these things because they're still mad at Monty. But they won't admit that either. Yeah, y'all are getting cooked. Y'all are getting air fried. Completely air fried. No aluminum foil, coach. The residue's still on the pan. I'm going in right now. See, what you got to understand is a lot of these people played themselves. We're only 4 weeks into this game, and a lot of people have chosen a side that they have to stay on now because they were too impatient to just feel things out. People created narratives about Cory being the only worthy winner after only 3 weeks. They created narratives that Jarrett is somehow less of an asset to Cirie than Cory is, when Cory has already turned on Cirie in less than 3 weeks. There are people that are trying to get you to see that Blue and Jarrett somehow are some bad relationship, but these people acted like Joseph was perfect for Taylor when he gave her no TLC despite being handcuffed to her. This is a community that, for whatever reason, props up socially awkward men with no mouthpiece towards women, and then they get mad at the men who actually are capable of making a lady want to talk to him. It's weird. So because this guy actually has Riz, because he actually has a mouthpiece, because he actually has a social life, he isn't worth rooting for because he clearly gets women. But the guy who's so socially awkward that he will legitimately ruin the game he's been waiting his whole life to play for a girl who barely cares about him or gives him time of day, they act like this is true love. No. I expect some apologies towards Blairit to come out, towards Blue Hunted. Because if anyone justifies what Cory's doing right now for America, they really need to put more respect on what Blue has not done to Jarrett, what Jarrett has not done to Blue. Jarrett has stood tall for Blue. Blue has stood tall for Jarrett. Has America or Cory stood tall for each other yet? Cory snitched on America already, Cirie, about the middleman stuff. America already snitched on Jag too about Cory, about his final twos. They both are like the least trustworthy two people, two floaters in the house, and we got people acting like they need to be together. Who really is supporting the toxic relationship here? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. We're applying that full court pressure right now. Because I'm looking at Cory right now, and this man, he's sitting behind Blue Kim right now, and look at him. Hello, darkness, my old friend. And he clearly not asleep. He moving his head, but he's realizing, oh, man, I played myself. See, he's a gamer. He now has time to think. Now that the pain has subsided a bit, he's starting to realize, I made a big mistake. You should have dropped before Red did. It should be Red sitting there in that corner. That's what it should be. If you really had a game brain, if you really understood why this isn't smart enough for your game, you would have already moved out of there, you know? But once again, you wanted to impress America. You wanted to show her she was justified in her final two with you. But what does it say about her that you felt the need to impress her to justify your final two with her? What does it say about her where you're constantly trying to prove yourself to her because you're not confident in how she naturally views you as the first choice? What does it say about you being aware of the fact she's settling for you, that you're still simping despite that treatment? It says you need to have more self-respect, Cory. Because if you're not careful, the players in that house going to lose respect for you. I didn't think he would be this dumb. I honestly thought Cory would drop off. Y'all saw part one. I said, what is Cory doing? Like, throughout the hours, I kept saying, Cory, drop. What? Huh? Oh, he's waiting for Jag to drop. Jag ain't dropping. He got that chicken suit on. Like, this ain't cold to Jag. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are tripping. And he still tried to fight an unwinnable battle versus Jag in a cold environment. Like, what are you doing, Cory? You were never going to win. So what are you hoping for? America, when she's super sore tomorrow, she helps massage you and help caresses your ego? Come on now. If she's not in the HOH room, she's not caressing your ego worth a damn. Because knowing America, she's going to make it about you failing her instead of her failing to win the comp. And that's because she knows you're insecure about this showmance. She knows she is subtly out of your league, and that's because you've allowed her to feel that way about you, bro. See, I'm here to give you some real game like an older brother would. You playing yourself, bro. The right woman for you ain't gonna make you jump through all these flaming hoops to deserve her. Just saying. When it's chemistry, bruh. You ain't gotta force it all like this. Right now, you're forcing it something serious, bro. You forcing it like Brett Favre on third down. Now, that's a great analogy. You're forcing it like Brett Favre on third down. And you're wondering why you keep getting picked off. Because you're forcing it on third down. Sometimes it's okay to throw it to the check down. Get a short 4th and 2, 4th and 3. Go for it on 4th. You don't got to go for it all on 3rd and 12. Like, what are you doing? And it's not even 3rd and 12. Before this comp started, I created the argument it was 1st and 10. But he kept making dumb decisions. The first 3 leave, 2nd down. The next 3 leave is 3rd down. And now he's looking around and he's going, oh, there's real pressure on me now. I got to win this. And if I don't, I'll look completely stupid. Now it's 4th down because you went out 6th. You got one more shot to save your game here with a lot of people who know that you weren't competing that hard for them. But I'll be impressed if he could somehow smooth this over. I just think Cirie Fields is too smart to fall for what you're going to try to sell to her. I think she's too smart. And if Izzy's smart, she doubles down on this moment and she capitalizes on it to bring herself closer to Cirie and Felicia. If Cirie and Felicia is telling Izzy they want a final 3 with her, then Izzy should be more okay with throwing your boy under the bus, Cory. But if she doesn't believe that, if she doesn't believe there's any way Cirie would ever turn on her son, if she doesn't believe Felicia would ever turn on Jarrett, simply because they're all black, then that is going to be what propels Izzy to, of course, stay loyal to Cory. But if Cory, once again, if he is a sinking ship, Izzy, it's not your job to help save him. Don't save him. He don't want to be saved because he's too busy trying to save her who don't want to be saved. You know, your job ain't to save 2 people who don't want to be saved, Izzy. It's not. Let them be on their dummy missions and let them pay for their actions. It is what it is. You have a simple task at hand. It's that simple, you know? And if I'm Izzy, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to work on... Oh, see, she don't like Mimi. Yeah, you blew it with Hisam, in my opinion, Izzy. You blew it with him. You should have been working the hardest within that core group to smooth things over between him and Felicia. You were so scared to lose your spot, you allowed them to have their way. Then when they wanted to force the flip to keep him, then you was okay with the flip for a little while. But you worked so hard to basically stump him out. Like, at the end of the day, I'm going to be honest, Izzy, I think you made some mistakes here along the way too. But at least you can atone if you throw Cory under the bus. I think that's your only play now. But if you refuse to do it, I think it can easily come to a time where you get turned on too. Oh, Izzy did tell Cirie about her convo with Cory. Okay, good. I was under the assumption she didn't tell him. Shout outs to all the patrons. Shout outs to all the people alerting me. Now I know Izzy did throw Cory. Never mind. Izzy, smart decision, Shouty. Smart decision. Izzy feels this is what I expect of you. To make the right decision. Her doing that is probably why Felicia wants her in the final 3. Things add up now. They add up now. Okay, that's important. That's really important. But yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, it seems like it is Cameron versus Jag versus Mimi versus America versus Blue Kim. It seems to be the final 5 still. And Cameron, I think he is slowly but surely becoming more defeated. And I ain't gonna lie, Mimi has been so still this whole time. I think she's the favorite right now. Do it for your husband, Mimi. Do it for your future kids. Don't you want them to see you win this competition? Never underestimate what motivation can do. if Jag isn't careful, that situation he's on right now, it could cost him. Like, if he removes the, like, feather stuff off of the button but fails to keep his hand on it, there's a chance he could let go both hands off that buzzer. He needs to be careful with that. But other than that, he looks strong. Cameron, he keeps trying to lean on one leg at a time. That tells me he's feeling it, something serious. But see, all you're going to do is burn out one leg at a time faster. I'm a big proponent of widen your stance more than you narrow it. The more you narrow it, the more pressure you're likely to put on your lower back and your hamstrings. But we'll see how this works. Blue Kim, she's back to squatting. Oh, Blue let go. No, Blue, no. Oh, no. Blue Kim, you have been eliminated from battle. There are 4 that remain. Whoever gets eliminated next, all 3 re-enter into the game.
This earlier today, actually. LDC.
I agree. He should have never lasted that long. He played himself, coach. I mean, come on. Anyone with a brain. Ray Charles can see he played himself here. Like, come on, dog. Like, what are you thinking, bro? Like, you think you're special, my guy? Like, come on, bro. He's tweaking. Oh, Blue's hand slipped. Unfortunado. Blue, you fought really hard, coach. You fought really hard. Took a 30-minute nap, came back right now, and the live was gone. I care more about the live than the game. You feel a dig me, coach? Yeah, man, they put me on game, Stina. They put me on game. You know, I had no idea about that 12-hour zone. Ooh, I almost got set up for the Dulo twist. Almost got caught in the Dulo twist. So, shout-outs to y'all. All right. That ain't happening in this stream. We still deep. You know, I was worried me stopping the stream and starting it up, we would lose all our numbers. People that came back, they said, nah. He running this right now. This pressure cooker stream, he on fire. So, salute to all of y'all, man. Paul says, Coach, you give the players great advice with not only the game, but with life advice. That's important to me, Paul. Because I think oftentimes people merge the player with the person together. I try to have that difference there, but I try to also explain sometimes the person you are dictates the player you can or cannot be, right? And, yeah, I think on paper Cory seems like an overpowered player, but now you're starting to see his flaws, right? His flaws are ladies. And, at the end of the day, I feel like Cory was playing really well until it got complicated with romance. And, you know, maybe he thought he was playing such a good game he could overcome those emotions. But, come on, man, when you're volunteering to be a have-not for Shorty, when you're telling her business you don't have to tell her yet, and then people try to tell me, oh, he's saying it to earn trust from her. They have a final 2 already. He don't got to say all that to her. And let's be real, what other options does America really have? The only thing she can really throw in front of Cory's face is Jag. That's it. And even then, Jag's not really entertaining it as a true showman. Jag didn't even trust America enough to even push for Hisam to stay because he thought it would be a trap regardless. So you got to understand, in Cory's mind, he's competing with Jag, but Jag don't feel her like Cory thinks he does. So that's another funny part about it. It's like, dude, I don't want your girl. And she ain't even your girl. like, with all due respect, she's for the streets, right? And no disrespect, Cory, you're not the streets. You feel me? You're the library, you know? Like for real. You're the syllabus. You're the curriculum. You know what I mean? You're the brainiac, but you're not the streets, you know? And at the end of the day, coach, let's just keep it real. You never want to reward somebody for making you the last pick in their draft. In my opinion, I just think that you're playing yourself doing that, personally. But, yeah. I'm not sure what Cory's punishment or prize was when he opened up his envelope. That's a great question, Coach. I would like to know as well, to be honest. I also would like to know what Blues is. Right now, they're probably figuring out what Blues is because fees are down. And that's the thing. Not even for like some elite cakes, B Grizzly. Not even some elite cakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Cory would have did all of this for Reilly, part of me would have been like, all right, I kind of get it. A little bit. I kind of get it. If he would have done this for Kirsten, all right, I kind of get it. America, dog? With all due respect, this makes me think of what's that movie with the America F yeah. I think wasn't that called Team America? It had, for some reason I keep thinking of that America. Yeah. Once American and Kramer drop, I will be at peace. I'm saying, man, honestly, if they both drop, honestly, man, I just want to see Jag and Mimi make a deal. They're both safe with each other. Woo out the bam. Who cares who wins? Cuff your chick settings. Let's push forward. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, I want to see America lose this HOH, Cory to have lemon booty, Cory to have to explain what he did, America to have to explain why she fought that hard. I want Cameron to look crazy for all of that talk about how, oh, you know, he's used to being up late all the time. Him getting dog walked by Jag, and Jag whole time. Jag out here owns a trucking company and he does real estate, but he just out zero dark 30'd you. I mean, come on, man. I want to see that too. I want to see a lot of people who think that they really got it be shown that they don't got it. Okay, feeds are back. No, Jag fell? What? No, Jag, what? No. Why, Jag? What? What happened during commercial break, coach? Bruh, dog, someone pushed Jag. What is going on? Man, I don't like it when people get eliminated when I can't see nothing. I don't like that. I don't like that. Blue, she slipped. Jag, I guess he slipped. Come on, man. This is crazy, bro. Jag is out. No. Everything is on Mimi. Oh, no. A 2v1. No. Versus the Stone Age floaters. No. This is tough. Boy, this is tough. All we can hope for is Cameron drops next and Mimi can talk America into making a deal. That's what we have to bank on. Either that or...
Oh my God.
Well,
It's 8.
Blue was mad about not being able to win it. And see, look at Cory. Look how relieved he is because Jag followed him out. Damn, Jag. That man Cory was on some real talk. That man was feeling the heat of the moment because he was eliminated before you, bro. Dog, if you keep your hand on that thing a little longer. Izzy the first to hug Cory. Boy, Izzy is really obsessed with this relationship. Izzy, I'm telling you, it's time to pull out, coach. It's time to pull out.
Thing is, I'm claiming the doggy bed, so you might want to revisit that.
And look at Jared. Cory's walking up. Jared's just looking at the TV. Notice Jared's energy. Like, he gave Cory a hug, but did he really want to do it? And look at the hug he gave Blue. Different energy.
I know, dude, it was so cool.
Aw, he's keeping her warm. Aw. Bet money as soon as America comes out, Cory ain't gonna do that with her. He gonna be too scared of how it looks. I want her to choose me, but I'm too scared for people to know I choose her. Oh, I choose you, Pikachu. Like, bro, this is exactly why she ain't choosing you, bro. You too scared.
Wait, I didn't think it was this late or this early.
Damn, I'm just mad. Jag is out right after Blue. What's going on, bro? Yeah, Jag, man. Jag had it, man. I think he had it. I think Jag was one of those players America could have thrown it to. I think if he outlasts Cameron, oh, it's a whole... Wait, what?
Oh no. Not on the snakes.
Hold on, let me rewind that. What did they just say to them?
Oh yeah, that's Wait, I didn't think it was this late or this early.
Oh, someone got out.
It's the sweet smell of the pressure cooker's new fragrance. Oh, it is sewage. That's French for sewage.
Sewage, yeah.
Oh, they're using sewage smell now. Oh. Oh, yeah, it's finna. Damn, Mimi ain't gonna like that smell either. Oh, no. See, America been playing like a rat. She used to the smell of trash. You fella dig me, coach. But no, though, for real, though, I'm concerned now, man. Come on, man. You got Mimi up against the odds here, all right? You got America and Cameron, who've been working with each other now for a week, up against Mimi. Yeah, Michael, I don't know what happened to Jag, bro. Something ain't right. I don't know, coach. Jag is a rotisserie chicken. Exposed. Please, Mimi, that America is dangerous. I agree. And the last thing we want is for America to win HOH, Cory to be handed the twist, and now all of a sudden, look, guys, we're both in the DR together. I don't want to see that weirdo, cringy stuff. All right, I don't. I want y'all spreading the power out. All right, I want y'all spreading it out. And hopefully after Cory completely flopped this HOH comp, hopefully people stop voting for him as much, knowing that he's being played by America. He's just going to go to her, the twist. He's just going to use it on her, you know? Shoot, I'm willing to bet he'll use it on her before himself, the way he's playing. It's insanity. Mimi and America will be the last two. I'm hoping, Sax. I'm hoping.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not being weird, but it's like, I got it. Get 2 weeks, guys. My ass has been hot for 2 weeks.
Oh, Cameron already trying to make a deal with Mimi. Mimi ain't going for that, Cameron. You sound weak right now, bro. Let's compete. 2 weeks, guys. I've been on the block for 2 weeks. Also, they should be on the blocks this week? Like, bro, what you talking about? If anything, you're giving them more of an incentive to nominate you and not make a deal with you when they beat you. You're crazy. Cory gonna fist bump her to keep her warm. Oh, Chris with the shot from long range. Sniper Wolf. Nah, you're getting cooked today, Cory. You're getting cooked today. Karen wants them to start making deals. Nah, Mimi, she's come too far to start making deals now. Oliver says, honestly, I want to see what would happen with an America win. I'll tell you what will happen. She going to backdoor Jared, probably. That's what I think is going to happen. She going to do something Stone Age based. Because when you think about it, that's all America's ever done. All she's done is try to act like she's cool with Mimi, act like she's cool with Kirsten, while basically playing against the best interests of everyone else that is black. And acting like she's friends to them when their best interest usually is in the black best interest. So really, she's a walking contradiction. And now that she's shown herself to be quite a messy player, listen, man. Personally, I just don't want to see a glass cannon like that empowered. I want a glass cannon like that on the back foot after competing this hard in the HOH to see if they're really as good as advertised. That's what I really want to see. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing, though. You know, I think Mimi and America, I think they going to duke it out. I think Cameron, the fact he's like, come on, guys. I was on the block for 2 weeks. Come on now. Come on. Have a heart. Huh? Have a heart. Y'all are like daughters to me. You know what I'm saying? Let your dad win one now. You're like daughters to me. Like, ain't no one going for that no more, bro. They're not going for that no more, man. You're going to have to prove it, coach. I can't believe Jag went out so soon. Jag. No, Jag. You had it, bro. You had these boys hurting. They was like, oh my God, Jag, he's unstoppable in this chicken suit. He's a ringer. Like, for real, bro. They were terrified of you, my guy. They were terrified of you. And you let them off the hook. If you want to crown them, crown them. B. Grizz says he wants Mimi to win this, but he thought Jag or Cam was going to win it. But now I don't know. Jag's out and Cam ain't looking too good. Mm-hmm.
Like another 3 or 4 hours. So I think the combination of those flights.
Yeah.
But then from DC to LA is always like 6.5 hours. And I've taken that flight too. So somewhere between 6 and 8.
Now they want to talk about flights with Mimi because they think, oh, the black girl gonna use her hands when she talk. That's how we'll get her off the buzzer. I'm watching you, Cameron, in America. And please be sure of this. Mimi was definitely careful. She kept one hand down and definitely used that hand. Nah, y'all not finna catch her lacking, bro.
Germany to Las Vegas.
Okay.
It was me and Stevie, and I had to like keep her occupied for like 10 hours.
Cam is trying to make a deal to be safer too. Nah, see, Karen, I think he was saying the last 2 weeks he was on the block. That's what I think he was trying to say. But maybe I'm wrong because I only heard it once.
Right there in my lap, and I just had to stay awake.
I think America's very annoying too. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think, man, she's one of those players like, bruh. People talk about how Reilly is this archetype like Nicole. Like, bruh, y'all do know because of Davon, we wouldn't care about archetypes like Nicole, right? So this still stems back to the mistake someone else made, right? And not only that, how come no one ever connects the dots that America is another Nicole? To me, America plays more similarly to Nicole than Reilly ever did. The only connection you can make to Reilly and Nicole is their blonde hair. Outside of that, Reilly played completely different to Nicole. Completely different. America's the one being a little rat, scurrying around. The minute she gets entrapped in her own game, she's probably going to put on the waterworks. I mean, listen, I know Reilly did that too to an extent, but Reilly also was the type of player who really was trying to play a real strong game. You know, things just crumbled for her immediately. Whereas with America, I mean, come on, let's just be honest out here in these streets. Her game is very sheepish, you know, and her game is not a leader's game. And that's why she wants to win HOH, because she wants to change the narrative of her game. The problem is, I don't know. I don't really think her winning HOH in the long run improves her game much. I don't. In fact, I think it turns her into a bigger target. I think it turns her into the actual off-brand Reilly that I think she's always wanted to be. So, at the end of the day, it's one of those things where if Mimi doesn't win, I'm worried. But I still think there's a chance that certain things can go certain people's way. I think there's a chance Cameron could still possibly go after someone like Jag. But I know America's never going to go after Jag. I know she's not going to go after Cameron. I think she's going to turn on the black people, man. 1,000%. I think the Stone Age is coming. And Mimi, the fact that Mimi has the opportunity here to be the one who single-handedly holds off the Stone Age. I mean, you talk about a coming-of-age story. I mean, this is the type of stuff of books, of novels, of graphic novels, of legends, of seinens, not just shonens. I'm talking seinens, right? This is the Berserk level of storytelling, Vinland Saga level of storytelling. You know what I mean? Vagabond level of storytelling. You know what I mean? She has an opportunity here to truly enshrine herself in glory. You know, and listen, I respect the fact that Mimi is not scaring from the actual mission. You know, and I don't care what no one says. America looks visibly more tired, in my opinion. The way she's breathing through her mouth, the way she's puckering up, all of that tells me she is trying to hide the pain she's in facially, but it's clear she's going through it.
Live feeds are having a time tonight.
Your feet? Oh, live feeds.
Look at that. She said live feeds are having a time tonight, and he said, what, your feet? Your feet are hurt? Cameron is looking for anything he can, coach. Like, bro, she's fine.
Hey, guys. What's up?
My husband's watching. I love you.
Sweet.
Oh, your husband definitely watching. He might be a member of RBR. Hey, shout outs to Mimi's husband, coach. Hey, she putting on for the city right now. You feel it, dig me? For real, for real. She balling so hard, I think Lamar Jackson owes her a shout out. You feel it, dig me, coach? Hey, man, shout outs to Mimi for killing it, for winning pressure cooker. I agree with you, Karen. I want America out, too. I think America and Cory have really turned themselves into bigger targets here. Amethyst says, it's cringy when Cameron says daughter. It is. That's why I cracked the joke. Malcolm says, yo, coach, how do you come up with this? Trust me, man. Listen, I just pull it out of the ether realm. You feel it, dig me, coach? And it turns into ether. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Nas. Yeah, Selena, they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook. The way Jag just left off screen, like, bro, what is this? It's like when your favorite character get clapped on your favorite show, but they don't show what happened. You just like, oh, so I'm supposed to just believe he gone? Nah, he'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Until you show me what happened, I don't believe you, bro. I don't.
Come back and wake them up.
See, dropping
Did
it
not
just
work
all
out well.
flies.
Only woman says she believe. Yeah, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Only woman believes Mimi is phony. Hey, I'm gonna allow y'all to have your say here. Spivey says we don't want Cam or America. Hey man, listen, man, the RBR family. Listen, we gonna always be on code when we see the Stone Age approaching. Definitely. All right, listen, we got to do what we got to do. Oliver says Nicole Frenzel's a good player, but I don't like her. I agree with you there, Oliver. I believe she shouldn't have won over Paul, but I'll give her credit for being a good player. I just think a lot of her game was banking on Davon being dumb. And those were the two best games she ever played when she played with Davon. If you need Davon to play with you to play well, I'm starting to think maybe, just maybe, you just benefited from Davon being a terrible player, not necessarily you being a great player. Because anytime a vet comes back and they win that season as a vet, you always have to ask questions. You know? You always.
She was rough too.
And the best two times she ever played was never her first season. It was always her second and third seasons.
I got lucky before this started.
I see that one coming.
I'm saying, man, Jag got taken out off screen as SOD. Like, what's going on here? All right, it's starting to get hot again, Coach.
And I threw it off when we came in here.
We baking right now. We baking.
Yeah, meat locker in here.
There we go. You feel it, dig me, Coach? I'm telling you, bro. A collar for 13 hours, boy. Man, it ain't no joke.
Toast them.
I agree with you, Karen. I don't think she should have won over Paul. I think for a first-timer's game, Paul's game is as hard to play as ever. As hard to play as ever. You know, and I feel like now in future seasons, people would respect the rookie next to the vet, but it does feel like, besides Ian, every rookie lost to the vet in Final Two.
Remember some of the other competitions where they
Like, Natalie lost to Rachel. Natalie lost to Jordan.
Oh, like the wall?
I think Portia lost to Rachel.
right now, so
Yeah, nobody's watching.
Paul lost to Nicole.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to like full shower.
Oh, no, well, Josh did beat Paul, though. He did beat Paul. But that's the interesting part. Josh beat Paul, but Paul couldn't beat Nicole. That's so weird. I think that's so weird. Because Paul, his first season, played a way better game than Josh did. So, yeah, sometimes you just benefit from the cast you're on, I guess. Wow, they're really down to the final three here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the home stretch, yo. I'm so happy to be here with y'all, man. I didn't think we would make it this far. We got to 4 a.m. That's hard to believe. That was literally a fourth of a day ago. Wow. Wow. It was half of a day ago when I started my stream about 13 hours ago, yeah. 9:30 p.m. Woo. Trouble, essentially, what you missed was Blue Kim went out shortly after Cory. Cory was extra depressed over the idea that he threw his game away by competing too hard in a comp he had no business trying to win. Then Blue's hand slips. Then feeds go down, and all of a sudden Jag in his chicken costume is out of the game. It's like, what is this, Coach? What is this? Chicken Run the movie? What, huh? Like, no. Like, the way Jag got eliminated, it literally was, like, it was literally like I'm watching the movie Battle Royale, and you have certain characters that they don't have time to chime in on, so they just show them eliminated on the screen. Like Hunger Games, where it was a quarter quail, and you got all these people. Like, I was really interested in that black guy with one hand, but they just made him get sent to the Shadow Realm off screen. Like, y'all ain't had to do my brother like that. Y'all could have gave him some time to shine. You know, I guess they figured, well, the other brother from Westworld gonna help them out, get out of here. So, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I was hoping to see Rue's like big sister or big cousin or something with all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Rue. Rose says, I did not think they would last in pressure cooker this long. Yeah, I didn't think so either. Have they introduced to putting legs on the rail or anything? To not putting legs on it? Yeah, they haven't offered any stipulations yet. They've just let them, just wing it pretty much. Wait, what did Jared say there? Hold on, let me rewind this.
The wrong way. So it started with a complete lie, bro. Like a complete lie. He said that he told me something about Blue, and I told Blue that never happened. And especially what he said happened. He said that I said that Blue. He said that he told me Blue was going around lying to people, and I told him that. Yeah. And I told her that. That was not true. He told me Jag was going around lying to people. I never said that to Jag either. Then he goes, the day after they created that bullshit ass alliance they got, he goes to Serena and says,
Jared's
does Jared
cooking.
know about the alliance we have? And she like, no, why? Like, and then today, right before the fucking before the eviction, he could be.
Okay, he's talking to Cory right now. I ain't gonna lie, Jared. You wasting your time with that dude. Anything you tell him can and will be used against you in a court of law at this point. He's a snake.
I believe that is the absolute truth.
Oh, you're right. Jordan wasn't on return on 11. You're right about that. You're right about that.
She did come up with that.
I did.
No matter what he says, I was there. I was in the room.
Bow tie on the chicken suit, also my idea for tonight.
Definitely stay focused. If I'm Mimi, I'm not even engaging in this conversation with y'all, man. It's a mind trick. Y'all want me to take my mind off of what I'm good at, which is staying focused. Because let's be real, Mimi ain't engaged in none of these conversations with them this entire stream. Now all of a sudden y'all want to talk to her? No. Y'all trying to let the Stone Age commence. Y'all want the last black person to go so y'all can target someone black. I see through all of this, and I think Mimi sees through it too. Y'all ain't shown her this much attention all season. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden when you're final three in this HOH comp, now all of a sudden you want to offer deals. Now all of a sudden you want to talk about, oh, how long is it to travel from DC to LA? Oh, well, do you know how long it's to travel from Germany to LA? Blah, 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 blah. Like, bro. Nah, bruh. But this shows me the true fear. Anyone that was still in after 12 hours got that dog in them. I'm willing to admit to that. Shout outs to Johnny. Neal says it took a couple of tries and a couple of guys for Nicole. Oh yeah, Bailey. She that was a scathing remark that will follow Nicole around the rest of her career. That's why Nicole wanted Bailey out before Davon. It's like, well, at least Davon is dumb. Bailey's a little too smart. Just saying. Oh, they're making a chicken run too, huh? I didn't know that. This is why I just let jokes fly, because you learn stuff from them. Yeah. It should smell like that, Coach. You know what I'm saying? They put like some kind of, I forgot what they said. I think they said it was a sewage smell or something like that. They said something like that. That must have been one of the envelopes that was open. Cameron, America, and Mimi think that no one watches live feeds of them. Yeah, I still don't know how Jag went out. It's so weird, man. Now, what I'm thinking happened to Jag is, remember when I told y'all I was concerned that he had that hand with the feathers on underneath his hand? And I was telling you, if he ever removes that left hand, if he doesn't get his right hand underneath those feathers, the feathers come off, his hand's on top. Technically, there will be a second for him to not have his hand on the buzzer. I'm thinking that may have happened, but because we didn't see it, I'm going to always be a little suspicious.
I think so. They said groups of 3.
So the last 3 would walk out.
Oh yeah. You know I came out the gates roasting Josh. I'm a human being, a meatball. I know business. K. Lou says she's loving these live updates. Hey, I'm loving y'all loving it. Suspension of disbelief says Cameron has been targeting black players since day one. If you know, you know.
Same place. You might both of y'all might hit this number every now and then you're back up. I got like, shit.
Bro, I want Cameron's hand to slip so bad while he's doing all this weirdo stuff. Bro, if his hand slips, he's going to be so butthurt. I just want to see it. I need to see it, man.
Bad joints. If I don't move around a little bit, I will lock up like 10 man.
Yeah. All the hand movement and all the things.
Amy Sue, I have not gone to bed. I'm still in the zone right now, coach. Oh yeah, Oliver, I remember that HOH. I actually talked about it in part 1, coach. I talked about a lot of interesting things in part 1. I'm gonna rewatch part 1 and not realize I discussed all that stuff in it. Like, I would be like, wow. Damn. We spit a lot of G in that part 1, though. That part 1 is not for the faint of heart. John P., think nothing of it, coach. I got y'all. Rose says, I heard Jag say he dozed off and his hand slipped. Damn, Jag. You were so close, man. Understand, if Jag just stays in that comp, I don't think Cameron is even having this small talk with people. I don't. Shout outs to you, Budgie. Karen says, why did they continue to put Josh non-playing? Oh, well, I already answered that in part 1, but yeah, he basically always works with the Apex Production pet vets, so that's why they bring him back. I ain't gonna lie. I think they gonna take another hour, these three, man. This is too important. And see, now that they've gotten this far, like, I see why Cameron's fighting so hard. But what is what is America fighting for? What is she really fighting for? If it isn't just the bragging rights of winning pressure cooker, like, I honestly believe the bragging rights of saying you won a comp is not worth ruining your game over. You can ask Hisam about that. He literally won an HOH comp we've never seen before, and he left the week after that. If Hisam could have it his way, he never wins that comp. You know what I'm saying? Jarrett wins it. You know what I mean? But this is the funny part. Jarrett doing bad at the final stage of that comp on purpose, believing he was trying to win, is what got Hisam up out the door 2 weeks later. I mean, it's pretty funny, man. I really think this stuff is funny. And basically, part 1 of this stream, it's gonna take so long to to probably process. That's probably why y'all can't find it yet. But you can always go on my Twitter page and click the link from there. Or if you're on my Patreon, of course, you can always access the video straight from there as well. Just a little life hack for some of y'all that might have it hard finding it. And you can also search Cooked Under Pressure. I'm sure it'll pop up both videos. Let me see. Cooked Under Pressure. Let's see. Oh, yeah, both do appear. So I take that back. Yeah, just type in Cooked Under Pressure. You'll be fine. That's a big reason why I wanted to call this rant something slightly different. Because sometimes if you just call your rant pressure cooker, you know, it'll lead to all these other results that get in the way. At least when you type in Cooked Under Pressure, there's only one video that really, well, 2 videos that pop up. I don't think he's necessarily staring her down, but yeah, because I'm caught up now. I don't think he's staring her down. I actually think he's facing the opposite direction of Mimi in America. I agree, America doesn't have a clear target, but that's what makes her such a bad player. She won't even wait until she has a defined target so her game can be smoothed over for winning HOH. You know, it's. What is Paul, the 2-time runner-up Big Brother player, doing? I think he still is in like a metal band or something like that. I think he calls himself Dead Skull or something. Something like that. I can't remember. Something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I think he's doing all right, though. Dimple says you haven't been to sleep yet. We appreciate you, Coach. Yeah, honestly, listen, I'm finna be like a bear in hibernation season once someone wins this comp. For real, for real. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy all of y'all are here. Please don't forget to like this video and comment underneath, and of course share it with all of the fans of Big Brother that you rock with. All right? You right, James. Bailey wasn't ready. She wasn't. And that's the sad part, you know what I mean? And I don't really want to get into specifics of it, but I highly recommend, if no one has seen that video of her and Swaggy on that one podcast. Whew, I did a Patreon rant about it, but, you know, I don't want everything to come down to marketing the Patreon. I'm just saying, go watch that interview, and you'll see the red flags in that. That didn't look good. That didn't look good at all. You know. It's a reminder that at the end of the day, you can have it all and it can still not be enough. Okay, Spivey, he's team no sleep too. Shout outs to you. Okay, Rachel says she's watching first part a lot on the TV and this one live on the tablet. Yeah, I agree, Mimi. Just focus. Because let's be real, with Cameron HOH, he probably going to nominate you anyway.
Isn't it a fly that flies around at the end of Our House Productions?
Or it's like a fly on the wall. What is it? Is it
Fly
our
on the wall? Fly on the wall? Fly on the wall. Yeah.
Felicia did sleep. She was snoring a little bit in that living room, but she got back up. Yeah, they humiliated that brother Swaggy, man. It's sad to see. I hate to see it. Kimberly says, I bet if America wins, production will steer her in the right direction, turn her into a mastermind. Oh, you already know. See, this is what I think. This is my theory. I think they devised this comp after editing the week to make Cory look like the most likable player. I think they did it to guarantee he'd be in that 4, so he would win a comp in secret. And if you compound that with America winning HOH, then this narrative about America and Cory being the showmans that truly is the best at the game, they can run with it. And I think that's what they really want. I think they want to manufacture this all-American showmans, which is loaded with a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, how good is the showman's really if she's already thrown him under the bus? He's already thrown her under the bus. Like, at the end of the day, the same things Monty did to Taylor is the same things when Cory does it to her or she does it to him. People are quick to forgive. You notice that? Whole time Monty was just trying to save his game the first week of BB24. People act like because Monty said, hey, you can target her. They act like Monty's the worst guy in the world. It's like, how dare you allow him? Oh, Monty was supposed to be the one put on the block and be the first boot with his big strong ass. That was supposed to be what he was supposed to allow BB13 to commence. Like, come on. Like, come on. He had to preserve his own game first and foremost, and then focus on other people's game secondly. Also, keep in mind, the first week of that game, Monty clearly was all in with his final 2 with Amira, not Taylor. You know, but Monty was so down for the cause, he was willing to get Taylor to that promised land like he wanted to get Amira. That's what makes him 100 to me. You know.
Yeah, I'm getting more entertainment from the flies than I am the snakes now.
I know.
Okay. Be safe on that walk. They want Cory to win vote for power. Oh, Rachel, you know what it is. See, we ain't spring chickens now. We ain't Jag. But yeah, we see what it is though. We really do. Mimi, keep your hand on the buzzer, girl. She's starting to sway back and forth and stuff.
it a unitard? No?
Please. Oh, man. Mimi, if you win this, the type of spin I'm going to put on your game this week, come on, let that push you through. For real, though. Come on, Mimi, you got this.
The home theater's better.
You literally survived 9 other people. You just, actually,
Third step.
she survived 8 other people. You just have to survive 2 more. That's all you got to do.
I don't know. I feel like that's like
not
in
too
veto.
much. Yeah,
I feel
you're
like
right.
that's $3-4 grand.
Yeah.
You take a good
That's
trip.
like a veto.
$1,000 wouldn't even pay the
On the challenge?
gas on
Yeah.
the plane.
5,000 then? I don't know.
They never do money and money. Unless it was a coach's season when they went 750, whatever.
America has stood in this comp before. Huh.
Maybe a helicopter ride?
Yeah, and I still believe that comp against Michelle could have been altered by production. I'm just saying. Whenever you got 1,500 balls in a pool, you have to remove them from the pool. How do we know the balls that are left in the pool are what you say they are? That's a lot of balls to count, man. I don't know, bro. I feel like that's the type of comp where you could just say anyone had won that comp.
Only peanut butter and jelly sandwiches this week?
Exactly, Spivey.
Sucks.
They probably can eat slop too, but
I would assume. Unless he's talking about going super old school, which is what he said.
Yeah, I think it may only be PB&J, but people like PB&J in this house.
I love PB&J. I could do
I
that
feel
for
like
such a
Yeah, I'd
different.
tear up a PB&J.
People eat
The thing about
PB&J all
slop was it was so intricate you had to make it.
Yeah.
And like,
Well, that was the worst part.
Yeah.
Honestly, about the have-not.
Sitting.
Yep, that you had to cook it, and it took like hours.
And trying to find new recipes to like
yeah, if
actually.
you're talking about PB&Js, I could eat.
And they out here talking about slop and PB&Js right now.
It takes so many time
I could
from
eat
like
just-
Yeah, y'all keep talking about that, man. Get real descriptive, man. Real descriptive. Remove your hand from that buzzer and let's cook.
Crunchy peanut butter, organic peanut butter, gluten-free bread, whatever. Options are just, limited, but there's the options.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have officially made it to 8K. We are at 8,000 subs. Hey, another milestone has been reached in the first 4 weeks of this game. We've cracked 7 and now we've cracked 8. Thank you so much for your support, ladies and gentlemen. I won't forget the euphoria that these moments bring. I looked down and saw the 8K. I said, word? I had to double take, coach. I had to double take. Man, that's a fly number, man. I guess I'm going Black Mamba now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's lit in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing would be possible without y'all, man. Salute to y'all. Upper Marlboro Mimi. I like that nickname, Upper Marlboro Mimi. You feel it, dig me, coach? Yeah, she definitely trying to smoke this cam pack tonight. Let's get it cracking. Mimi. The places you've come from, you've been through worse than this. Let's keep it real. Oh, I thought someone's hand slipped.
Get on me. That's nasty.
Oh, I thought her hand slipped for a second. I guess something got on her hand. I don't know. Bruh, I want Cory to slip forward so bad and for that hand to fall off, and he'd be like, no! You feel it, dig me, coach? Come on, production, man. Enough of this leaning forward type stuff, bruh. Hey, man, I want to see the best woman or man win here, all right? I can't believe they had their hand on one button this whole time. Now, don't get it twisted. I've had my hand on some spaghetti earlier, some water, but those are different things I'm touching. They touching the same dirty button. Man, listen. If I won a type of comp like this, I'd want to take that button home with me, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so much of a super fan. That's what I would want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank y'all, man. I appreciate it. Cameron has no hope indeed. Man, hey, I hope he loses his hope. You feel a dig me, coach? Because right now he's the last hope for the Stone Age. I'll tell you that much. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm definitely a Rough Rider, James. See, this 8K, it feels like, it just feels more fulfilling than any other way. I'm going to be honest with you right now. Like, it feels way more fulfilling. Because I know I didn't take no easy route. I ain't sell out. And I just kept it real, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? When you go that route, you can truly be proud of what's behind you and what's going to be in front of you as well. So, you know, it definitely is something that's it's very surreal, especially when I'm on limited rest, if not any. But this is definitely something when I wake back up, I'm going to slap myself and go, I can't believe it. Like, whoa. Did that marathon stream, was it what was needed to push me over the hill? I don't know.
Me against the world. Round and round, I'm
I
caught
hope
up in
Cameron
this
does go.
world, trying to
Hopefully
dig
when
and
the
trying
beats
to
are down
burrow.
right now,
Pressure
Cameron
turned this
falls.
stone
You
into
feel
a
the dig? It's
pearl.
only right because
Lessons that
Jag
I learned
did.
weren't always thorough. Sugar-coated
Production,
like a
work your
churl.
magic now.
Now I'm really
Oh,
out here.
snap. I pressed the button. My bad. Production, work your magic now. BB Bank says Mimi is scaring me. Yeah. Oh, Mimi's out? The Stone Age has commenced. Mimi, even though I'm reluctant to say this, you have been eliminated from the pressure cooker. Only 2 remain, and they are the 2 most likely bringers of the Stone Age. You fought very valiantly, Mimi. I'm still gonna spin things in your favor because you fought hard for the code. But sometimes you just can't overcome Production's rock music and Cameron's, I don't know, Cameron being Cameron. Yeah, I couldn't even think of nothing to rhyme right there. But yeah, at the end of the day, sometimes it just happens, man. The important thing is that you fall down once, you get up again. And I believe next time, Mimi, you're going to win.
Congratulations. You won a dinner party for you and 3 house guests of your choosing.
Oh my God.
Ooh, Mimi won a dinner party for herself and 3 house guests. Mimi, you know what you should do now. Use this strategically.
That's cute.
You don't have to take people black. Think about yourself here. I still would take at least one person black.
That's a
But
4-person dinner?
And it's probably gonna be really fancy.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
Applebee's.
did I just hear America say Applebee's is fancy? My guy, she's for the streets, bro. She's for the streets. What?
Can't make this shit up.
Did y'all just hear that? Man, do I gotta rewind that for y'all?
All right. That's cute.
Dang. Okay, all right. That's pretty solid. 3 people? That's a 4-person dinner?
And it's probably gonna be really fancy.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
Applebee's.
Corey, you really out here flaming out for someone who thinks Applebee's is fancy? What is going on? Hey man, maybe it's the lack of sleep. What is this? Applebee's is fancy, coach? Literally, there are kids in high school that go to Applebee's recreationally. Some like the appetizers. But it's fancy, coach? Corey, you might got a shot with this one. You know, upon further review, maybe he's not off sides. Oh, man. She's for the streets. Streets. Are you kidding me, coach? Nah, Corey, if you would have heard that sound bite, there's no way you flame out for her, bro. Come on, man. I was expecting her to say something else. You know what I'm saying? At least say Chili's. She said Applebee's, dog. Eating good in the neighborhood? What? Huh? And no disrespect to Applebee's. I don't mean for y'all to catch this stray, but Shawty was talking like she talking about Papados or something. Shawty was talking like she going somewhere you gotta be suited and booted. Like, It's gonna be something fancy, like Applebee's. Production immediately pressed the button. Oh no, she looks crazy right now. Down, down. We'll be right back. Down, down. Bird behavior, bird behavior, bird behavior, bird behavior. Like, what is this, coach? I'm cooking on an early Friday morning. Are y'all crazy right now? Are y'all crazy? This is the couple they said were the all-American couple, coach. Are you crazy, man? Are you crazy? Even Blue Kim would never say Applebee's is fancy, coach. And her mom owns a restaurant. She knows what fancy looks like. Huh? Come on, y'all. I'm cooking right now. Y'all crazy, bro. Nah, dog. Nah, bruh. In what world? In what world? Come on, man. You mean to tell me Mimi did all of that just to take people to Applebee's? You really think that, huh? America. Man. Man, I think I might need a water break after that. What was that, coach? Oh, no. Yeah, I'm going to take a water break, bro. Nah, dog. I've seen enough. And Cory, you way too thirsty for this chick. I've seen enough, all right? Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro. In what world? Shorty said Applebee's. I ain't never seen nothing like that, bro. In 7 years of covering this game, I've never seen someone say Applebee's is a fancy restaurant. I've never heard that, dog. Even in Big Brother Canada, when you know they're so incentivized to act like Wendy's is high end, they would never say it's fancy fast food. What? It's chicken nuggets and fries, dog. Are you kidding me, coach? Like, what did she order from Applebee's to consider it fancy? What, you go for the surf and turf? You go for the fajitas? Like, I don't understand what from Applebee's is fancy. Like, bruh. Cory, dog. Hey, you on a 21-year-old's budget, maybe this is your wheelhouse. I don't know. Maybe this is what you looking for, dog. But I'm here to tell you, bro, I'm just saying you can do better. Tell me, have you heard that lately? My guy, have you heard that lately? Someone need to let you know, dog. Right now, you're in Cory's room. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not careful, you're going to be in Jag's room. I'm just saying, this looks crazy, dog. No. And see, I thought I was hallucinating, dog. I said she didn't just say that. Am I looking for something to go off on her about? And I played it back, and she literally said it, and the feeds cut right out. It's like production was like, hold on now, she's losing it. This is going to affect her status to get top 4 in the voting. You feel it, dig me? Hey, I bet there's plenty of casuals who like that quote. But one thing's for certain, coach. Nah, bruh. And for the people who are subscribers that might not have an Applebee's where you're from, Applebee's is a standardized sit-in restaurant. Some people get takeout. For the most part, it's the place you go for an affordable meal. You might go there for a 2 for $20. It'll get you both like 2 entrees, maybe an appetizer, and maybe all you can drink soda or maybe lemonade or something like that. It's affordable, but no one would ever say it's high-end or fancy. When I hear something like that, it tells me what this lady may have not been, what she may have not experienced. It shows me what type of men there are actually her level, as she acts as if she's so high above who Cory's level is. It tells me a lot more, and it also explains why she was so jealous of Reilly. I'm getting it now. I'm clocking it now. Oh, it's obvious now. Trust me when I say Reilly would never consider Applebee's fancy. You're crazy. Shoot, Reilly probably works as a waitress, as a bartender. She probably works at a higher end spot than Applebee's. I mean, I'm just saying, right? This is insane. This is insane, bro. Fati says, Coach, if Cameron wins, you kind of did call this. They should have sent him to the Shadow Realm. Hey, listen, man, listen. I try my best to warn people of what is likely to come. I offer them the blue pill and the red pill, Fati. And it's their decision to choose it or not. All right? Listen, y'all have seen me do this rant with the light on next to me and in darkness. Now so much daytime has set in. At least you know I'm not a vampire. But so much daytime has set in. Now you see the sunlight bouncing off me. I don't even really need this light anymore. Understand, we've been through a marathon together. It's only right that we rose towards the end. And see, I'm starting to think America already fell or something. Because why are feeds still down? You mean to tell me for Applebee's feeds is down this long? You crazy. Somebody else lost. America won. Oh, so Cameron threw it to America as soon as Mimi dropped. They were waiting out the black girl. Now Cameron's going to sit back, let America do the dirty work, target the black people first, which gets America clapped back on next week in all likelihood. But see, here's the thing. The America and Cory stands are going to basically try to force and rig the vote to Cory. That way Cory can save America next week when they target her rightfully for bringing the Stone Age. Oh, we see what's going on. We see what's going on. Now, my feeds haven't come back yet. I'm just trying to confirm she won. That's all I'm trying to do. But... And see, and James, wasn't I saying she was for the streets before we even got to part 2? See, man, listen, man, my reads are crazy, bro. They're crazy. And I promise you, I'm not doing heavy work on these people. Okay, feeds are back. Wait a minute, they're still competing, y'all. No one has won yet, from what I'm watching. Feeds are on. They're still competing. No one won. They're still competing, y'all. I'm glad I did not end the streams. You gotta see it for yourself, Coach. You gotta see it to believe it. But even then, whoever wins, we're still screwed. I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. Like, you know, both of them were included in alliances. But here's the thing. America was included with Cory in the Jared alliance. Cameron was included in the alliance that didn't have Jared. So in theory, I prefer America winning over Cameron because it preserves likely Jared more. But at the same time, I don't trust neither one as far as I can throw them. So it's one of those things where Jag falling when he did, that was tough. That was really tough. But see, why aren't they making deals with each other now? That's my question. Well, I guess Mimi is sitting there. That's why they can't do it. Yeah, that's what it is. Because Mimi's there, they can't make a deal. They have to just beat each other fair and square, or else Mimi's going to know why they made the deal, what the actual terms of the conditions of the deal actually is, and then Mimi can run that information back in case both decide to bring the Stone Age. So you got to realize a big reason why no deal has been offered is because they are likely going after Mimi's people and they know it. Because otherwise, what would they have to hide? Why not just say, hey, guys, we're going after Jag? Or, hey, guys, we're going after Matt? They're not going to do that. Yeah, I think the Stone Age is coming this week. And honestly, listen, we had a good ride. It's time for some players to experience some adversity to realize, hey, you ain't going to stay on that high perch this entire season. We're going to get to see who's able to roll with the punches now. You know what I mean? Regardless of who wins HOH, I mean. I just hope Mimi isn't directly punished for giving such a good fight. That's all I can hope. But, because real talk, Mimi ain't did nothing to America or Cameron. I wish her envelope would have been like, you're safe for the week. To me, I think that's the fairest thing you can offer the final person. Not no dinner date. You know what I mean? But, hey, this could be the one thing Mimi needs to improve her social game with players on the other side. Who knows? So maybe this could be a blessing in disguise. Maybe this could be a safety for the week, depending on how she uses it, right? That's important to apply as well. But yeah, I really feel bad for Mimi, though. I wish she could just go in and go to sleep now that she lost. But now I kind of want to go to the other cam and see what everybody else is talking about on the low. Or, matter of fact, I'm going to go to quad feed. Yeah, I'm going to go to quad. Because something tell me Sari is thinking now that she knows Mimi dropped. No! Don't you hate it when you're, like, pressing on live feeds and they accidentally, like, make you switch to live TV or something on Paramount Plus? Maybe it's something for only people who pay $9.99 that they hit you with. But sometimes I'll be, like, on CBS Sports HQ and stuff. I'll be like, yo, that's not what I wanted. Okay. I don't see her nominating Bowie and Red at all, Oliver. I'm being honest. America is pretty close with, well, okay, Cory has a final 2 with Bowie. Bowie's off limits in my opinion. Also, Red and Cameron, they're pretty close. She's been pretty close to Red and Cameron the past couple of weeks. I just don't see her nominating anyone who's considered a floater along with her. And if she does, it's a clear backdoor plan. And who would she be trying to backdoor that badly? Has to be Jared. Well, that's the thing, Karen. They can't have Mimi leave before they talk because you have to leave in groups of 3. So that's another funny part about this. And Sari right now, she is snuggled up with her blanket just watching that TV. Her gears are turning right now, Coach. Turning. Yeah, I honestly don't want Cameron in power at all. I feel like there's a more of a likelihood that she won't want to do something completely radical. With Cameron, I don't know. But another part of this, Cameron is more likely to go after Jag, whereas I think America would never go after Jag. So that's the other part that's tough, right? I mean, for all we know, America will probably target Blue, Kim, and Jared. Yeah, Cory definitely needs some homie talk, man. He's down bad. Sari had a serious talk with Jared. Uh-oh. Mimi made a deal with Cam in America to stay safe. That's why she is out. Really? No, Mimi. Wow.
America's out.
America lost?
But I think she did it on purpose.
America definitely did that on purpose.
Because all of a sudden, great job. Saw that. Great thumbs up.
My thumb's purple.
Cameron won.
America. You mean to tell me you lasted that long just to lose on purpose to Cameron? So now your threat level is even higher. You didn't win the comp, but everyone knows you threw the comp who are watching you throw it. You didn't get an envelope out of this because you got 2nd place. Cory got 6th place. Now both of you have a higher profile. Both of you, even though you'll be likely safe, in my opinion, both of you hurt your game somewhat. Yeah, you both might be safe this week, but after this week, then what? Right? Because you know Cameron will throw anyone under the bus. So, yeah, I 100%, and see, this is more of a reason why I told you there's no way that she would nominate Red or Bowie Jane or nothing like that. It's because she just clearly threw the HOH to Cameron. So, This is why I hope Mimi didn't make a deal with them. Because the deal you just cut don't matter if they threw it to each other. And at the end of the day, Coach, let's just be honest here. America is who I thought she was. I had a feeling she would not be someone who wanted to be in a power position to actually be a leader in anything. Because her game is very based on being a rat, right? She needs other big personalities to take center stage so she can hide within those middle places, those middle grounds. This is what I tried to imply that Cerie's game was best for, in which she wanted to keep Reilly, of course, for. So I just think Cirie is a lot more crafty with how she plays the middle. I think America just throws a lot of things at a wall with her eyes closed and she hopes something sticks. But yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, Cameron is your new HOH. Everything I warned this community of for not keeping Reilly is about to happen. Now Cameron has Red and Bowie Jane on his side. America just threw to him. That is a 4-person alliance. Cory basically showed what side he's on. That's 5-person alliance. If he somehow recruits Matt and Jag, he now has a 7 to go up against everyone else when we're already down to 13 left. So he already has what it takes to have at least the 6-vote majority for the vote. Because with 13 people left, you only need 6 votes. Understand here, whoever Cameron wants to go home, all he has to do is nominate 2 out of that group of Cirie, Izzy, Felicia, Jared, Mimi. As long as he nominates 2 out of that 5, one of them is going home. And this is exactly why I said keeping Reilly over Cameron was the smarter game move. And now, a lot of people are going to see what I meant. Because the Stone Age is coming. Cameron has been on the block 2 weeks in a row. I told you all he would have the highest motivation and reservoir to dig deep into because of that. And now he really owes nobody anything because he's aware of the fact that 2 forced flips almost happened unbeknownst to him. Now Cory can act like the hero who saved both flips. Or Cory can act like the guy who was against flipping to keep Reilly. And he was against flipping to keep Hisam. Cory's not going to be targeted. So now you're going to see a lot of people slowly abandon these black players. And I'm telling y'all right now, don't be shocked you see 2 black players on the block. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have enjoyed part 1 and part 2. But if you all would excuse me, I'm on my way to get some rest, and I think all of y'all deserve the same thing, Coach. I tried to warn people what was going to happen. They didn't want to listen to me. Now we have to deal with the results of their own misplay and misreads. I'm Dave Smith with Recency Bias Radio, where no one is safe from criticism. And this, of course, was Cooked Under Pressure Part 2. You've all seen Part 1. And if you haven't seen all of it, I highly recommend it because it's worth the rewatch. Guaranteed. I hope you've all enjoyed this marathon. We've been ranting and raving for approximately 13 and a half hours, Coach. Well, actually, 12 and a half hours, pardon me. So we went over the 12-hour mark, and we put an extra hour on top of that and a half. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for getting me to 8K, and I want you to know we've only begun. Can't wait to see what the future holds, and understand as long as we keep it together, we will unite as one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all on the flip side for another one. Deuces. It's time for Cameron's story arc to really take center stage. And a lot of people are going to regret not keeping Reilly because we're back.